All right, folks, tax cuts, deregulation, and tariff diplomacy go hand in hand. And that's the subject of the riff. Whatever President Trump finally decides on his trade policy, a key fact is that his tax cut and deregulation policies go hand in hand with tariff diplomacy. It's time to fight back. We know the world trading system has been broken for decades, and we know that the U.S. has been a victim of unfair trading practice, basically getting the short end of the stick. We know that President Trump is trying to promote reshoring and stop offshoring. We also know he wants to build up the American manufacturing system, which itself has probably been the biggest victim of worldwide unfair trading practices aimed at the U.S. So think of this. An investor or CEO considering building a U.S. factory would, under Trump tax policies, get the ability to immediately write off 100% of the cost of the factory. Not only that, it would be retroactive to January 2025. Or perhaps the foreign car company, already domiciled in the U.S., might wish to upgrade its factory with the purchase of new machinery and equipment. Well, they too may get 100% bonus depreciation to write off the investment in year one, also retroactive. Pretty spiffy, don't you think? Advantage U.S. Plus, Made in America companies that move from offshore to onshore, well, they'll get a 15% corporate tax rate, among the very lowest in the world. Another advantage. And then think about President Trump's huge reduction in regulatory compliance costs. For every one new regulation, he's saying he would end 10 others. He's already issued 107 executive orders in 67 days, more than any other president in history, and many of these orders have deregulated the economy. Environmental policies, power plants, fossil fuels, banking, SEC, construction, and on and on. In so many high-tariff countries around the world, their governments are authoritarian, if not downright statist. This is especially the case in China and Asia. But how about the European Union? Well, come to America, and the Trump administration is giving you more business freedom to act, removing economic and even cultural regulations that have hobbled businesses for so long. Pretty good deal, wouldn't you say? Lower taxes, far fewer regulations. So under the fullness of Mr. Trump's economic plan, the U.S. will become a very big growth machine. According to the president, he's already attracted roughly $4 trillion of new foreign investments, and that just in a couple of months. You might say free market capitalism. Oh, and by the way, if you build in America, you don't have to worry about tariffs. And that's the riff.